Very good morning. Today is July 23rd and Tuesday. Obviously, today is special day because of the budget day. So, budget I think is going to be presented at about 11 a.m. And just saw Finance Minister came in white saree with the Indian traditional ledger book. Let's see what the budget is going to offer to all of us. So, Fin Nifty pretty much started a bit violently, as you can see here. I did not check Nifty, but I do have overnight positions both on Nifty and then Bank Nifty. Right now, I did not put any stop losses. I know some of these ups and moves would have probably took away the trades, but as of now, I did not put anything. So, I do have positions in Nifty and Bank Nifty. And today, I'm not expecting any indicators to work, including open interest, because there is going to be a lot of volatility. Took a very small trade except my overnight trades. Overnight trades, I'm still going to hold them because there anyway, Bank Nifty is expiry tomorrow, and also Nifty expiry is on Thursday, which is obviously monthly expiry. But then for Nifty, I took a very small trade with very less capital. But I will tell you the trade that I took. It's again, I'm not planning to put any stop losses, but then however, I had put a stop loss at the overall PNL about a lakh or so. Let me quickly go through my trade, and then again, as I said, today there is no meaning in looking at the indicators or the moving averages, etc., because everything, my view, is going to be broken. But let me get on to the trade that I took. So these are all my overnight trades, so do not get confused with them. So I'm going to really hold them. But let's get back to, let's say, the trade that I took on Nifty today morning. This is about 27 lakhs, I think. So it's very simple trade, and there is I did long on the straddle, which is midpoint that point of time, which is, I think still it is kind of midpoint. And then I did a sell on close to, I think, about 450 points. I think that's what I remember, 450 or 350, whatever that number. But then what is important is the break even. So break even, if I remove this B, which is bought, right, it is actually 2.7 on the negative side and a 3.1 on the positive side. Again, this is a more of a probability model. Generally, even on the budget days, Tradeflow, if you look at the ability to hit the market, and the top is absolutely low. I factored, as I said, the top at about 3.2% and bottom is about 2.7%. As I said, anything can happen. But however, what would happen is as I go towards the bottom, the profits would increase, and as I go towards the top, the profits would obviously increase, and then at some point of time, I'm going to get into break even. But then if let's say the day ends flat, my returns are not so great, but that's all right. I think probably the returns would be 63,000 means, margin is, okay, let me, it's fine. So the margin I used about 27 lakhs. So now it is about 43. I could close to about 1.8 or 1.6 kind of a percent. But then any peaks here and there, it will actually really get into some good percentage, like 10% on the bottom side and then 10% on the upside. I think those are all the trades that I have for today. And I'm not planning to do any more trades until 11 o'clock. Anyway, I'm also have a couple of meetings. So I will probably after the budget, definitely VIX is going to come down, which means that premiums are going to come down. That point of time, we can always have the time to do that. Today, as much as possible, I'll try to avoid the intraday trade, but I will definitely focus on the other two positions, which are, I think, they're reeling a little bit. Okay, I think some bit of a recovery, both on the Nifty and then Bank Nifty. So let me see how the day goes. And also, I have added some additional hedge to the put because I saw market is actually falling, but then I'm not planning to put any stop losses at this point of time. Good afternoon, and time is at about 1:43 p.m. and I think what a massive moment on pretty much all the indexes, and especially some of the candles like this, which happened at about 11:15 or so, which is, I think this is, I'm looking at Fin Nifty, which is close to 236112, 23300. I think it's about 300 points scaled. I would assume it would have impacted a lot of people because It's a more than the injection. It's basically hitting with some big hammer on the head of the, at least I think both buyers and sellers, depending on the position that they're taking. And this is absolutely, I think, one of the massive candle that I had seen in the recent days. But this is definitely for Nifty. I think there is the quite of I was just looking at the some of the bits of what really happened in the budget. I was actually occupied until 1 o'clock today. That's the reason I couldn't really do a video. I had a couple of meetings in the morning, and coming back to Nifty, I wanted to talk about the budget, and I think the HGT rates have increased, and then also there is an increase of long-term tax from 12, I believe 10% to 12.5%, and also there is a short-term tax. I think it probably reached about 2025. Not able to recollect right now, but then I will check and then let you later today. But I think these are all absolutely massive moves by Nifty, and also Bank Nifty, Fin Nifty. Pretty much everybody got impacted. I mean, in this kind of a environment, ideally we should not be trading because it's quite massive thing. But thankfully, my positions I think did well. In fact, quite well for today. Yeah, this is where I am at this point of time. So I think the only strategy that I did was I think morning I explained the trade. So I had put the this middle long strategy that really helped me to not to get into too much of losses. And also today is pretty much no stop loss trade. I wanted to take that risk today, which I think predominantly paid off. And pretty much all the other trades also had put the long straddle in the middle, including Nifty also here. I know some of these trades, at least I would have lost in the CE, but then I gained in the PE to some extent, and obviously the other selling options would definitely make some money. But right now in Fin Nifty, I have removed that. Earlier I had the long straddle somewhere. I forgot which number it was, but I removed that right now because it's pretty much we are left with only 1.5 hours. So I think that's where it is. I think more than the money gaining or losing, process is important. That's what I was saying. The morning, the reason I had put that long straddle in the middle, sometimes when you have these spikes and drops, so we get panicked because the prices would move quite drastically. But then the long straddle in the middle, it would bring that bit of an elasticity, because even there is a drastic movement up and then down, the movement in our portfolio would not see much. For example, if you go back to this one, right? So when there is 11.15 drop, for example, my portfolio, my positions in the Fin Nifty, there was just a drop of I think probably I went into losses of about, I think just 1.5 lakhs are not very big amount for that particular move. But if I do not have that long straddle in the middle, it would have probably gotten about 4 lakhs or whatever. I would have probably panicked quite a bit, and then I would have exited the position. So I think that's one trick that I tried to do that today, mainly because today I was expecting would have a massive volatility in the market. I think that is the only one lesson that I can share with you today. Again, I know it's easy to say right now after you get money, but that is one trick that you can definitely implement. And I know I did a video on the positional trade earlier. Let me look at what is happening here. The positional trade, in fact, when I showed to you on a weekend, it was like 80,000 losses, but right now we're in the profits of about 20,000. I also made some very small changes. Right now I'm at 24,600, and then here definitely I did not make apologies, my bad. Yeah, that's right. So here I did not make any changes, so it's pretty much gone down. Let me look at this particular, where is it? There's no chart here. That's I think these are all some of the problems that the broker has to solve. 1 second, I can't see the chart. Okay, the market chart. Apologies, my bad. Yeah, if you really look at this particular thing, right? So it went from, let's say, 57 rupees to 154 rupees, and then it drastically came back. As I said, today is the no stop loss trade, so that's the reason it was pretty much saved. I think today this particular portfolio went, the peak loss was at about 84 or 85,000. But anyway, as I said last week, we were already in the profit of about 83,000. So 84,000 loss will not really impact it. So it's predominantly net zero itself. But then I exited this position. Let me look at charts again here. Yeah, this position I exited some point of time when it reached below, and also I moved this position to right now 24,600. As I said, that this positional trade is predominantly helpful for the working professionals, so it's not required for you to monitor. And then this I just see, let's say 2-3 minutes in a day, and then take those calls very quickly. I will not be spending a lot of time on this. In fact, I don't be spending the time that I spent for this video. That's the beauty of this positional trades. So coming back to, I think this is still hovering around this, and then let me go back to today. Probably we will not, this is Nifty, right? So we obviously see a lot of support at 23,000, and also there is a massive resistance at 23,500. I think these are all my positions at this point of time. And I am mostly not planning to make any changes. And I think there is, while I'm doing this video, profits have increased by a lakh. All right. As I said, I'm not planning to move this, and then if everything goes well, this gives us about 14 lakhs or whatever. Again, as I said, losing money, gaining money is not very important, but I would expect you to learn something from this video. That's the main intention of this doing this video. And Bank Nifty also very similar trades that I have right now. Again, see, this is very massive like the football ground, right? There is definitely there is coverage of about 3% up and 3% down. Even something goes wrong, we have a lot of time to really correct this. And then right now it is at about 3.71, and also I do have some positions in the middle. Again, same long straddle here. And I think that's other positions are very straightforward. I think there is nothing that I need to do. I think going back to Nifty, let's look at Nifty. Nifty, again, I have long straddle here. This 36 and 36. Sorry, this is 550 CE, 550 CE, 550 P. This I entered some time ago, so that's the reason you still see that it's actually not pointing to the current price at this point of time. But I think when Nifty goes down, I would make money, and if Nifty goes up, I will lose some money. But again, that's okay. The portfolio would really compensate. The only bad thing is today I lost 1% on the portfolio, I think, but that's all right. Yesterday I gained 1% of the portfolio. Today I lost 1% of the portfolio, so it get balanced out. But I think today options definitely gave some money, mainly because I was also operating quite a bit on the CE side. All right. I just recollected that I will do a video on the Tradeflow. This is absolutely free marketing for Tannis team, who is doing a fantastic job with this application. Just because I like this tool, and I have been using this for almost like a year, and definitely it helps me for my day-to-day life, because I can't really monitor these things continuously because of the job. This tool at the first glance might look a little overwhelming, and right now what I did was this is a CE, this is PE, and also you got to see the quantity. I'd put a condition which is basically combined LTP price percentage here. So what it means is, if you add these two, which is like 20, and then you do this let's say 50 divided by 50, which will become 10 here, and then the difference between these, when they become 10, then this particular, what is the lowest P, it will actually move it closer. So right now, let's say just an example, right? Let's say if this goes to 20 and then this becomes 10, it obviously the difference becomes 10. So then this P will automatically move to the next one, 23 150 or so. I think that's the automation. And in this case, as I said, I just put these conditions, and right now I had put 50, and then as the, let's say, day comes to little closure, I might probably make it as 30, and then make this difference a lot more closure. So that's how I do put this condition. So This tool actually helps me to not to monitor continuously what is happening. Obviously, here and there I need to really quickly check, but I can really focus on my work and then get these things done. I know these are all high volume trades, but I would not. I did start with definitely small quantity. So that's the reason why I got comfortable with this tool. But if you're trading with a high volume, maybe start with small volumes and then do your automation or whatever. That way, it's not good for you to really spend a lot of time. As you see, as we're in the front of the screen, the automation got triggered, and then definitely there is 23100 became 23150 now. So this will maybe sometime later it might become, let's say, straddle until such a time I can keep running this particular algorithm or particular logic. So there are multiple other logics. You have the price check, price action. Again, the intention is not to explain this tool today, but then I just wanted to tell you how I use this tool at this point of time. And there are a lot of other conditions. I pretty much use all the conditions depending on the day and then depending on the time of the day and also depending on the direction of the market. So it changes from the time to time. That's the reason I always have been saying that strategy is mine, but the execution is through the tool. So that I will not be spending a lot of screen time, at least when I do the trades. I think that's all. Have a great remaining day, and then see you all later. And then again, I want to thank Amit and team. At 3:29, we are pretty much done with the day. I lost some money in this particular moment, but that's all right. So it's part of the game. 1 second, I think it's too complicated. Yeah, my forecasting was it's going to end at about 23 to 55 or so. I think when I look at this one, 1 second. When I look at what is this? Yeah, when I look at Henrik feature, I think it's going to close at about 23,304. I think that's what the number it shows right now. But I think that's not very close to this number. And I think overall a great day. And I know it's not easy to trade today, and because you got to see what would have massive up moves and the down moves. By the way, this is 5 minutes candle, 5 minutes chart, and yeah. So anyway, I have shown this tool earlier. So have a look at it if you like it. It's up to you. And yeah, let me start with my positional trades. Positional trade, I think it's fairly good. It gave about 32,000. And earlier if I had 80,000, it's close to 1,10,000 or so. And then this is on a capital of about 27 lakhs, I think. That's what I remembered. So 27 lakhs and 1,24 is close to, how much is it? Close to about 5%. Maybe tomorrow I want to exit, or I will see if it is going to really steal some more money. And if I really look at the maximum, it's going to give about 74, I think that's what the number shows right now. 74, I already got about 29. Tomorrow when the market opens, I probably say about 3,000 profit here. And coming back to my main trade, yeah, it's about 12.9, and at one point of time I got about 16 or 17 lakhs here, but then as I said, towards the this particular move, I lost about 3 or 4 lakhs. So I think that's all right. So I think overall a good day. And have a great remaining day. And then I hope budget, you're all happy with the budget. And even if you're not happy, can't do much. We have to live with that. Have a great day tomorrow. I may not probably do active trading the rest of expiry week. And the reason is I definitely met my monthly targets, and I in fact exceeded. I think I have to look at later today, and then depending on the take a call. Let's say if I exceeded, then I will do very passive trades, and there would not be much to post in the Twitter because there would be very small trades. Yeah. All right, that's all for now, and have a great remaining day. Bye bye.